All right, guys, welcome back to base. We're at Gray Zone Warfare, and we are here, and we're going to do some loot runs. We're testing our loot runs out on the new update, the 0.3.50 update. We have our basic loot running kit, lots of green, lots of gray tea, and then obviously just a AK-12, just doing something different off the meta a little bit. And the first one that we're going to do, make sure we got the right keys, is I'm just gonna try to go through a bunch of them, but the first one I wanted to do was I wanted to do the mayor's house. So we're gonna go to Charlie 1 and kind of go to the mayor, come down through construction and end up at Stalwart. I wanted to try it and just see what kind of money we can make after the update to see if it was still lucrative. I'm assuming it is. So let's call it in. Let's get out there. All right, there goes our ride, boys. We're here at Charlie 1 like always. Anyone that's watched this channel enough knows this is the staple, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But as we're walking to the first area, I will say that the reason why this is considered a staple run is because this is a tier 1 zone, and as a tier 1 zone, I'll be 2. As a tier 1 zone, none of these enemies have armor. They have crude, they have crude weapons, no like real should be easy for you to take out essentially. Sorry, the focus, you know how that goes. Should be back here. So like I said, this is a great way to make cash. For those trying to build your account up. You in there? You waiting on? Wait on me. All right, come in here. We'll just loot it up. Take our cash. Like I said, just basic loot run. I just wanted to see if anything changed over the update. I've done this loot run many times on the channel, but like I said, this is kind of what I do when it comes to the game. I enjoy running, exploring, finding things, and loot running does all that for me. So if those of you don't know, duffel bag. Found loads of cash in here before, so make no mistake about it, there is opportunities. And next thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to run up to the mayor's house, so I'll see you in just a sec. All right, Chad, as always, when we get up here, we always take the high road. The reason we do this is to get the upper hand. People can come up, so I'm gonna walk right up. I got no lights on. You can see their lights. I'm just looking at this gate to make sure nobody's there. And he might come there. So he is over there actively looking, and then I'm looking down here to see if I could see anyone, and I don't see anyone. So I've done this enough now to where I've gotten fairly decent at it, but this is still the trickiest part for sure. I'll be honest with you, a lot of times they see me long before I see them, which is crazy. There he is. He's dead. There ain't no way they could see me, but they're shooting right at me. So right here, right here's a problem with the game. We're just being honest. They couldn't see me. Didn't know where the shot came from. They had no clue. I'm kind of hidden, but even with that, they were able to kind of like pinpoint the location and start shooting me. That's part of the problem. So just want everyone to understand that. So the other thing is the gas in the face. Very, very excessive right now. Like if they could be shooting you and you won't be able to see. Doesn't matter that you haven't shot or you shot one bullet. They could be shooting you and you won't be able to see any, which is not the way the game should be made to do. I mean, it's one thing if you have excessive shots fired, but if you don't, you shouldn't be limited on your vision. It's not the way it works. So that's part of it, though. Like I said, things to work on, things to get better at. Not the end of the world. So as you could tell, I don't know where the we'll go ahead and get inside. Definitely one upstairs. Next. All right. Like that. All right. So, like I said, we've seen some of the things that they could do better at, and that's just par for the course. We all need to understand that we could always do better at things, and that does not make the game anything more or less. I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying that these are things that I think they could work on, and it would be that's headshots, multiple headshots, and you can see, I mean, you know, like things that they said that we could work on that they need to get done, but they'll get it. All right, he's downstairs. I'm gonna go down here real quick and pop this dude. Just ran away. All right, took way too much, but it's done. So you come up the stairs. First thing you want to do is grab this jewelry box. So we'll see only 2 items, so not as lucrative as before. And I don't mean that like in a bad. All right, community chest downstairs. So we'll loot all our bodies and stuff and see how we do. Turn our lights on now. We can see, I think we've got everyone taken care of. Just looking around the room, as always, to see there, you know, little loot spawns everywhere. So, and those of you that just curious for completion, you know, cooler in here. Anything in here? Oh, some aviators. So obviously a loot spawn. And I've never found anything in here, so I don't think there's anything to worry about yet. So we'll loot him. Okay, go back upstairs. All right, and this is where we're going to need our key. So Those of you that aren't aware, we have the KVM room key. I'll pull it up for you right here. It's Vongsa Mayor's Mansion room key. Very good area. Definitely a key worth kind of traveling the world to find. So first thing you want to do is walk in and you're going to find another jewelry box. So that watch is 2,000 all the time. So that's a good, and then purse over here. And so, you know, not the greatest, because sometimes it has more than one thing, but that's okay. We're going to go downstairs, loot some bodies, just to say we completed our area, you know. Already got him. Okay, 1911 to stuff. And just again, for completionary's sake, there is a body over here you can loot. And there you go, got another ring. So that's the mayor's house. So if you look at the mayor's house, that's the mayor's house in a nutshell. And like I said, really good area, especially for those starting out. And the reason, as mentioned, is because of the low skill. If you use this strategy, you'll be able to get in here and get it every time. It's usually always here. People are always trying to hit up bigger areas, and they don't even worry about this. So next thing we're gonna do, guys, to continue our loot run, is come right here. So I'll see you when I get down there. All right, guys. So as you can tell on the map, we're in our normal spot. Like I said, anyone that's watched this before, they understand. You come up right here, and you're gonna find hidden cache, probably CQA1. And we'll take that. Got the Spectre DR scope and your M855, which is going to be worth quite a bit. And we like that every time. So the next thing we want to do is we want to come right here. So we're going to make our way over there and we'll continue the loot run. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys. As always, we're going to approach it. And you can see where we're at, right where we said we were going. And we're going to hidden cache. It's always hard for me to see. There it is. Diamond earrings, another CQA1, and that's going to do it. So the next thing we do for this loot run is we're going to go to construction, and we're going to pick our way through there. So I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys. So if you come to the back of construction right here, this is the way I like to approach this. So it's very simple. So there's always one guy right here. Problem is there's more guys down here. So can't really see them yet. But what we're going to do is be very patient so we don't get, you know, kind of murked by these guys. There's two guys down in there. I can't see real good. But the minute you start walking down here, they'll spawn. I promise you. There's usually more guys in this, so I'm kind of... If you come to the back of the truck, ammo box, anything for us, no. And a weapons case. And we could throw RK1 in here. AK MOE. If you wanted it. So continue to check our corners. Here lately, I will say since the update, the enemy has been more alert. Okay. And I would say the AI is much better. Okay. And if you still want the least amount of recoil gun, I honestly, the M4 is still it for me. So if we're just being honest with ourselves. Okay, so we're going to creep along quietly. When I say that, I don't ever really... I don't ever slow walk when I'm playing against. Oh, he's out there. Still think it takes too much to kill him with no armor. Not a knock again. That's just improvement opportunity. This dude's here. He's down there. So anyway, watching our corners. Audio definitely sounds better to me. If we're just being... He's taking a little too much there. That is a problem, but it's something, like I said, they can work on. So he just died off. There's two down. Lamp. Nothing in here, I don't think. Okay. I'm just looking. Okay, so we're not going to go down there and waste our time with those bodies in the pit. Just not what we're going to do. There's a couple of things that have... All right, so first thing I'm going to do, come over here. I do have my construction key. I got this lucky. And the only thing that's in here is coffee. Firearm loot box. And we're going to use part of our loot kit. And that's our little T. There we go. There's a duffel in one of these, so I'm going to try to get to it before we head out. And then we're going to... Always looking around these tables because snake wine. Snake wine's very easy, but here's your duffel. Like I said, don't know. Sometimes there's cash, like diamond necklace, and I'll take some fentanyl for sure. The pain meds are good for, you know. All right. So we're moving on, and I'm gonna loot this body. Keep an eye out. Like I said, I do find the enemy areas in which they patrol has gotten more dynamic, so that's awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is go down to roadside market. All right. My plan for roadside market is fairly simple. I'm going to turn this on single fire and I'm just going to pop them. So that's 3 dead. No way convinced. That's all. I think there's usually one more, and there he is. So we'll try to look for him. But if I can do it from afar, it will be much easier, especially at night. Their field of vision's limited. But that's the way I like to do this particular, because if you run in there, they'll be in like nooks and crannies in the market, and it actually can pose a problem. With him. Okay, we'll try to. It looks like him. Wait till my... See, I don't have to move. Like, he can't... Oh, he's moving already. I was going to say, I don't have to move, but... I don't know where he went, though. So now I want to play patient. He's somewhere. So we'll continue pushing. Where did he go? Another one? Alright. Now I know that's it because there's only a handful that'll spawn. So that was 5 total, which is more than what I thought. So don't listen to me ever. Go loot our bodies. Is it gonna rain? Sounds like it, didn't it? There he is. The old bamboo, the old bamboo. Like I said, just trying out loot runs that we've utilized before, but are they still lucrative? So appreciate everyone for being here. Like I said, if you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing. It really does help our channel grow. We've kind of grown, not as fast as some content creators, but it's more than what I ever expected and more than I can ask for. So I appreciate everyone that does watch and kind of tune in, because like I said, this has been, I play games anyway, and so this has been absolutely like just so much fun for me. So duffel bag, kind of hoping for something more, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Okay, so we'll go loot our last body, and like I said, always just look around, see if anything catches your eye. Most of the time it won't, but if it does, and then come over here north of this little shack, and we always have our little purse that we like to hit up. And there you go. And so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go hit this farm up and then head into Stalwart. You can see we're making our way down. We're gonna hit Fondong Farm, go to Stalwart. We're gonna take Stalwart. That's what we're gonna do. For whatever reason, it's not already occupied, and so when that happens, the first thing I like to do, if I see that, is take it. And the reason for that is every one of those guys will have guns that I can sell. And again, when you're all about making money, everything has a price. Everything is there's about a guy. He's dead. No confidence. I have no confidence that that's it. So I'm nervous. I don't ever just, I say that. I'm lying to you guys. I run around here with my balls hanging out all the time. But the problem is I shouldn't. This game is more about not doing that, and I could do much better. I could do much better at peeking corners and things, and I think there is a duffel bag in here, if I'm not mistaken. Just looking for anything. Oh, community chest is in here. Okay. I'll take this. Take that. So another diamond necklace. Not much, but man, hey, it's adding up quick, right? Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Stalwart. So I'll see you when I get over there. All right, we're here at Stalwart, and I absolutely forgot that I hadn't taken this yet. Oh, out of ammo. Oh shit. Gas in your face again. As you know, you can't see that. You can't see when the gas in your face. Grenade in. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Got my stuff back. Don't agree with anything that happened, but what do I know, right? Just play the game all the time. So the guy that supposedly killed me, there should be at least one guy left, right? Because the guy that supposedly killed me is over here. Maybe him. I don't know. A good spot to kind of regroup. All right, so let's find the cop. See if we can capture it. Thought I heard something. I do like this base. I'm gonna capture the cop.
Objective secured. Stalwart is under our control.
And then come in here. Yes, sir. I will take all of this. So you can already see how this is gonna go. So let's go to our vendor real quick. Turncoat. We're gonna do our normal swaparooski. Turncoat. Go here. Take that off real quick. I want to make sure I unload my ammo. So all right, there we go. Oh yeah. Take the scope off because that's my scope that I like to use, and then I'm gonna do that. And there we go. $310 now. So we got that, and then I'm gonna do the little swaparooski back. All right, so Spectre DR, go right there. We'll keep you on me. So we got $4,100. We got $1,300. Oh, I need to unload that. Unload that. Inmate 55 for sure. Get rid of that. Trying, guys. For sure trying to get this knocked out. Let's see, we got another necklace, got another this, another ring. I'm not gonna get rid of, I do enjoy my Colt 1911, and I think that's everything. We go here, 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 here. So another 1694. So we're gonna put that right here, and then what we're gonna do is go and pick up some stuff. So we have you. We have you. These are perfect get back guns too, guys. And then a SIG MCX. So I have plenty of guns. Don't need any of them. So you know what that means. We're selling them all for profit. And we'll go here. Go Banshee. There you go, guys. $11,417 on the Mayor's loot run. Mayor's House loot run. One of my favorite loot runs. It's probably the one I would recommend most outside of the hidden loot run. And the reason for that is a hidden loot run. You can really have some good stuff. So let's talk about what we did, because it was an adventure for sure. Went to Charlie 1. Come hit this hut up just for a duffel bag. Come to the Mayor's Mansion. You got 2 jewelry boxes and a purse. We leave there and we come, where did it go? Where did it go? Sorry. Right here. And when you go right there, there is a little hidden cache, which we know we make a living off hidden caches. Come here. Another hidden cache. Construction site, pick your way through. There's a little bit of here to kind of pick through. Roadside market, get our little purse. Come through the farm. And, you know, and then got lucky at Stalwart. We saw it wasn't taken and was able to go in there and get 4 guns out of 1 CSI crate. Weapons crate. So you can see we were able to make $11,417, which is tremendous. And I would say the loot is just as valid and just as viable as ever. And tons of money to be made. You can see we're at 931,000. We're trying to get to 1 million. So we'll continue that journey next time. That's going to do it for us in this one. If you like what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And as always, we will see you in the next one, guys. Peace.